I made some tasty loaded baked potato with shrimp gravy. You want to know how to make it? Come with me. All right, this is everything that I used to make this special meal. Honestly, it was an easy, lazy meal. So I started off just taking some little what's called russet potatoes and like washing them and stuff because they was really dirty. And don't mind me, y'all. I'm literally like I'm making a quick little meal. It did not take me long to do this whatsoever. So I had to dry and pat them dry and stuff like that. Cause I had to rub some oil over them. I only made this like a few times, so I'm really going off the dome, really trying to remember this. I'm trying to stab them, but they so hard to stab. Like I'm literally struggling. I said struggling over here. And my husband just in the background, like with no care in the world. Me and be in their own little space. They don't even like realize what's around them. So I'm just stabbing these dang on potatoes. I said potatoes. Y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm nervous. I ain't done content in so long. And I'm not gonna edit it out because I just wanted to be raw. You feel me? But yeah, I was stabbing them, and then I found a little cheat way to cook them fast because the last few times they took hours to cook. So I found like a little cheap way to do it. Well, not a cheap way, a little cheat way. So I had found out, you can throw them bad boys in the microwave for like 15 minutes and the inside be done. You just put them in the oven to cook a little bit more. So I threw these things in the microwave real quick just to see that was it gonna work like everybody said. Threw it in there, put it on 15 minutes and went on about my business. All right, I had took them out. I really didn't believe them. That's why I was looking at them like that. I was like, these junks they ain't real. But then I seen that smoke. I was like, okay, let me blow these bad boys off. And I had one over here, but I was still a little, like, I don't know about this. But when I took that fork and stabbed them, I was like, oh, butter. So I had just stabbed them to make sure they was really, cooked. Girl, they was so hot when I tell you them things burnt me. But because I'm a big bag, I was trying to hurry and get dinner done so my baby can go to school. I didn't care. So I just took some oil, y'all, vegetable oil. I know I could have used some other oil, but that's all I had. And I just wiped them down real quick while burning my hands and my fingerprints off as I did it. But you know what? Like I said, I was being a big bag. And I was tired. So I just lathered these things with oil, you know what I mean? I had some other ones too, y'all. I just didn't make 4. I just didn't show y'all those ones because while I actually was wiping this down, I had the other ones in the microwave. I had split it up because the plate was too small. So I just threw a little salt on there and, put it back. And I was trying to clean up behind myself because I didn't feel like cooking and stuff like that. So I just wrapped them up. And put it in some aluminum foil. Real quick. And yeah. So y'all just tell me some recipes. Like I'm really in my wife era and mom era. Like I'm really cooking more and stuff like that. Like and really knowing how to do stuff. Not having to look ask chat and YouTube for stuff. I'm really out here grinding and just getting, and my ancestors teach me how to cook. So I put it in the oven. And no, I don't mess around with that ancestor stuff. It's my God. No, I only serve Jesus Christ. I was just making a joke. So I had Big Daddy come and take him out the thing for me because I don't like touching hot stuff. And then because of my arm, my disability, I be finna drop food and stuff. And honestly, I just like seeing him bent over picking something up for me. But yeah, he gave me a cute little kiss because he always do that when I'm making him food. He a real big bag. Always trying to praise me for cooking. What type of junk is that? So I had just threw him, took the aluminum foil off of them. Still burning my dang hands, but still cooking while they burning my hands. That's that blackness for you. That's why we be eating food that be hot. And we be like, I think that's just something black folks just do, So yeah, I'm just taking it off here. Now I got close to show y'all basically me cutting the tops off of them. Like some people cut them in half. I don't do that. I feel like this is the easiest way to just cut like a little hole at the top of them. And then, take the top off of them. I feel like that's much easier for real. And then cause you get to keep a lot of the insides in. So I'm just cutting the tops off of these bad boys. And I'm actually trying to turn them over to see what's the best side to cut the tops off of them, because you really can cut a side that's kind of dull and they'll break. Girl, you will see. I had broke like 2 of them, you know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. Then I just take a spoon and scoop them out. But remember, leave some on the sides and the bottom, because if not, your junk will fall through and you will be so pissed off thinking it's going to look like Betty Crocker's, and it don't. So, yeah, I'm just scooping these out while it's burning my damn hand while I'm doing it. But like I said, I was being big bad. I was ready to eat and go to bed for. I was tired. I was real tired that night. So I kept just scooping all this stuff out, making sure I can get as much as possible without breaking the look. And I'm showing you how hollow it is. Scooping enough out without breaking the potato. And I think this the one I had messed up on, y'all. Y'all gonna see. I think I just carved this one like it was a dang on pumpkin. I ain't do that one right. But yeah, y'all, I'm really just starting to cook more and just learning what it is to be a mom in a healthy way now. Like, I used to be so depressed and just not being who I needed to be for myself and for my child and stepkids and husband. But God came through and he healed me for real, for real. So I'm glad I'm able to do stuff like this now, you know. So yeah, I had got all the filling of the potatoes out, and I smushed them around, and I threw some butter in there. And just started, you know, putting it around, making it kind of mashy, like mashed potatoes. I threw some sour cream in that bad boy. And I just mixed it all up. And I was just like, once I did it, I was like, oh, this finna be hit. This finna be hit. Because I ain't done it, like I said, in a minute. So I was just going off of, you know, my head. There was some chives and onion cream cheese I threw up in there. Now, that's new. I didn't add that last time. That was just me being a big bag and buying that and was like, oh, this will taste nice with that. So that's what you really got to do. Learn how to cook. You got to play around with stuff. You got to see what you like and what you don't like. Don't be scared to add something new. You know what I'm saying? If it's nasty, just don't add it again next time you cook it. So, yeah, I threw some milk up in there. Mixing it around real good, real cute like. And you, like, really don't have to do no measurements. Like, you know how we do, like, us seasoned folks, if you get what I mean. We don't really need measurements. You know, I'm trying to tell you. In the pit of your stomach, you know. So, yeah, I tasted it just to see did it taste a little good. I was like, all right, bet. So now it's time for them bacon bits. Y'all get bacon pieces, not bits. I get bacon pieces, as you can see, and I get the Walmart brand. Cause that other kind, I think they got lightly salted. I think I got the lightly salted kind, cause sometimes them bacon pieces and bacon bits be so dang on salty. It don't make no dang on sense. And I really don't eat bacon like that real bacon. I eat now let me start lying and say I eat turkey bacon. I used to, but that's the only time I eat bacon when I'm making these. And I took some, I think, sharp cheddar, and I threw some sharp cheddar up in there and stuff. I like using mozzarella for everything, but I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna be right this time. I'm gonna color inside the lines and stop being petty. So I got my famous seasoning, Slap Your Mama seasoning. I love using this. I like using Tony's too, but Tony's be too hot for us sometimes. So I got some onion powder too. I didn't have no garlic powder. That's the only reason why I ain't putting none in there. And I ain't had no complete seasoning either. So, you know, it was the end of the month. It's time for them stamps to roll in again. So, yeah, I mixed it all up. When y'all see how it look and the consistency and the thickness of it. It's not watery and it's not super thick. It's just right. It's creamy. It's real good. So, I'm filling them in there, y'all. And sometimes you're going to have way more filling because you got to understand all that stuff you had put inside of that bowl or put in the mixture. So it's going to be way more, just like when you make deviled eggs, you're going to have way more left over. So I just plopped a whole bunch on top. And I was like, it is what it is. And that's how you're going to see at the end why it's so messy. But girl, I did not care. You know what I'm saying? Presentation is not much to me. I promise you, it is not. Long as these folks fed and they good and their bellies is full and they not messing with me, I could care less what it looked like. So yeah, I had kept scraping as much as I could off of there. And put it into that pan, baby. I'm going to let every little thing, every little scoop count. I'm going to let it count, Bookie. I'm going to let it count. So, yeah, I was just ODing at that time. Yeah, now I'm looking back on it. I was really ODing. I was ODing like, girl, y'all ain't broke. Like, why y'all? Girl, that was funny. But I'm going to just put some cheese on top of it. I ain't going to lie, I put a lot of cheese because the cheese was falling at the bottom of the pan and stuff. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to throw it. So much cheese on top of that, so it's gonna have to stick some type of way. Like, cheese gonna be everywhere. So yeah, I'm just throwing all that cheese on there. I think I used like 1 pack of cheese. I think I bought 2, but I only used one. So I'm just throwing it in the oven, y'all. I'm looking at my rear end. That's for my man and my man only. So I'm just pulling the tails off these dang on shrimp. That water was so cold, y'all. Oh my goodness. And the thing is, I told my husband to pull the tails off the shrimp, but did he know? He did not. He gonna say, okay, babe, I'm gonna do it. And never did. He playing mad and sitting on the couch. Never did it. So I had to do it. But hey, he's a man. What can you expect from him? Work all day, come home. Can't expect him to do that. Like that for real. So I'm just taking the tails off of him and I'm rinsing it off. I rinsed it like 2 or 3 times, but I ain't show that on camera because, baby, what y'all need to see all that for? Y'all see that little shrimp? I sure did. I rinsed it off and put it right back in that bowl, Bookie. And we don't waste no food around here. So I patted them dry. And I had missed one, y'all. But I patted them dry. So the seasoning and stuff would stick on them real good. And I didn't want them just watery. You know how they watery. So I put them in a pan, put some butter up in there. Y'all already know what it is. Sauteing them. Yeah. I got some oil in the back of the pan. Y'all see right there. See, that's how you know this is a black household for real. We put the oil in the back when we get done, and we use it for a few days, so we throw it out. So, yeah, I put some butter in there. I go ahead and threw them shrimp up in there real quick to saute them to get dinner done. Kept mixing them around real good. So, yeah, I had to put some more butter, y'all. Sometimes I put a little bit too much butter. I gotta start being light-handed with that because, cholesterol ain't nothing to play with. It ain't nothing to play with for real. So, yeah, I put some Slap Your Mama seasoning on that bad boy. And that was pretty much everything I used. I think, did I use something else other than that? I don't think so. I think I just used Old Bay. That was it, I think. Oh, no, I used some lemon pepper seasoning. Yeah, I used a little of that lemon pepper. I used some of that. Yeah, and I just let that thing cook. And I put some flour in there to make it like a little shrimp gravy. Don't judge me till you try it. Yeah, I made like a little shrimp gravy in there. So I just I just didn't feel like throwing shrimp on top of the baked potato, which is gonna look right. So I said, let me make like a little gravy out of it to, smother on top of that thing. All right, this be making Big Daddy plate and my daughter plate. So I'm just getting that junk out of here. I was tussling with it real quick. That's my man plate right there, I believe. Yeah, that's my man plate. Or I think so. Yeah, that's my man plate. That's my man plate. And y'all, like I told you, presentation was not it. Like, but did I care? I did not. No, that's my plate right there. But yeah, this how it look, y'all. I put that shrimp on top of that shrimp gravy, baby. And it hit something nice. Thank y'all for watching. Try the recipe out. Tell me what y'all added and what y'all didn't add it. Maybe y'all look better than mine because mine show look hit. But it was good. That's all that matter. Bye.